Hermes, a cunning god. Thus ended Hermes' first wicked prank. Yet it was not to be the only one, for the young god simply could not stay out of mischief. Once he took Poseidon's trident and hid it. Another time he stole Ares' sword. And once he even dared to hide his father's scepter. If Zeus hadn't found it almost immediately, who knows on whom he would have vented his anger. Once, however, when he was still a boy, Hermes learned a painful lesson. He went to steal his father's thunderbolts, but as soon as he laid hands on them they burst into flame. There were great rolls of thunder and flashes of lightning. Young Hermes burned his fingers and cried out in panic at the noise. But the crash of the thunderclaps was nothing to his father's angry roars. Hermes realized that he had done wrong and was thoroughly ashamed of having made such a fool of himself. However, Hermes could also put his cunning to good use. In an early chapter, we saw him steal back Zeus' tendons from Typhoon and thread them into his father's hands and feet again, thus helping him to defeat the hideous monster. The truth is that nobody could surpass Hermes in cunning, intelligence, and swiftness. He had wings on his ankles and could fly to the farthest corners of the earth in a matter of seconds. For this reason, he was the messenger of the gods, and at special command of Zeus, who made frequent use of his abilities and assigned him the most difficult tasks. But whatever the Lord of Olympus had set him to do, the quick-witted Hermes never had any difficulty in accomplishing the mission he had undertaken. Being a wily god, Hermes had a special affection for wily men, and for this reason he was patron of merchants and lawyers, who are well known for their skillful ways. With his herald staff, he bestowed wealth and happiness on those under his protection. It was even said that he shielded thieves, but many of them came to an evil end, and then they blamed Hermes for leaving them to their fate. Hermes also protected laborers, farm workers, and especially shepherds, since, as we have seen, he acquired a herd of his own when he was still only a baby. Even the hat he wore was a herdsman cap on which he had fastened wings. As he was young, handsome and strongly built, Hermes loved field sports. He was the patron of athletes and made sure that the rules were observed in all contests. This was why statues of Hermes were to be found by every running track. At crossroads and halfway points along the main routes, travelers would come upon busts of Hermes mounted on pillars. There they could rest secure in knowledge of his protection, for no robber will dare to attack a traveler resting at the foot of one of Hermes' columns. These columns had useful information for travelers inscribed upon them, which was a great assistance to any who had not been along the road before. There was also a thoughtful custom of leaving a little food for hungry travelers at their base. In spite of his crafty tricks and his sly ways, Hermes was one of the most popular of gods with mortals and Olympians alike. There were many who even admired him for his little weakness, but he wanted people to be intelligent and clear-thinking, and those who were he showed a special favor.